Hey guys, this is my story of how I fell in love with a girl called Melissa. Oh my goodness.
I met Vino back in primary school, but in back then we didn't get along.
Well, from early childhood, we were worlds apart, with differences so apparent that you can't miss it.
Well, I was spoiled with little daddy's girl, and he was raised by a single mother. He had to go with what she could afford.
She was so wealthy, had both parents, did good in school, like when I say good, top five every term. And she was loved by all the teachers.
And he was just well known around the school community.
In school, yeah, I wasn't taking it serious at all. I made it through the grades with a bare minimum, so that was me.
A few years went by, my parents decided to send me to private school. Like my hart gebreek. Because I had to leave my friends to go to a new school to make new friends, start all over. Yeah, man. Like I didn't feel that. And then they were also strict. My parents were very strict. I couldn't go out much. I only went out like Fridays. Reason being because my father was an elder at church, whereby I had to attend Fridays, so I was also attend youth every Friday.
One Friday night, however, I saw a familiar face. And I saw like, oh, that's a beautiful girl, but she's so familiar until she introduced herself. Oh my God, it was Melissa. It was Melissa, yo. Like, I couldn't believe it.
Friday, whereby I went to church, but I saw this guy. This guy. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, who's this guy?
And as it went on, she introduced herself, And when we were sitting down, I was grasping her beauty, just taking it all in. She had a beautiful smile, pearly white teeth, she was soft-spoken. Simply put, she was sophisticated, And as the night went on, the dominant thought on my mind was literally Melissa. I was only thinking Melissa this, Melissa that, Melissa this, Melissa that. They were talking about a topic concerning the Bible script. I was thinking Melissa. Melissa verse 3.2, I was just Melissa.
And then when he introduced himself shyly, I was like, that's Vino. I know Vino, monsieur. I ken hom van primary school, monsieur. We went way back. And then I was like, if only could be mine.
In any case, as the night went on, we came to a close eventually. So normally when we close in prayer, holding hands. What I did, I made sure I stood right next to Melissa so that I could hold her hand, Melissa's hand, that beautiful hand. And mind you, her nails were on fleek, I tell you. Anyway.
Ons almal kry mos daai kansie, né? Yeah. So yeah, the service went on. Yeah, it's time to pray, to close the service. We circled up and guess who stood next to me? Yeah, I was like, where by your heart you bors it will jump in it fast so I person. But unfortunately to make my unknown. Well, he stood next to me. He held my hand.
When we were closing in prayer, we were holding hands. I was standing next to Melissa, holding her hand, and I could feel that she has like a slight tight grip, So I wasn't sure, was she signaling for my attention, or maybe that's how I perceived it. But I would like it to be that she was signaling me for my attention.
Okay, I squeezed his hand to show him, hey, give him the attention. And I want him to know that, yeah, I noticed him.
So that's how I perceived it. And then the night went over, I was a bit sad. And then Sunday came. I woke up, washed myself, got ready to go to church. Mainly because of Melissa, you guessed it, just because of Melissa. So when I got to church, Melissa was singing backup, but odd enough, I could make out her voice from all the others, And wow, I was taken by it. So after the service, as we were about to leave, we were called back. Coincidentally, it was me and Melissa being called back, and we were told that we were going to work together on a musical theatrical production. She was gonna be in charge of the music, and I'm gonna be in charge of the dance moves, you know. So I was so excited. I thought to myself, wow, I'm gonna be spending time with Melissa, the girl that I've been admiring and wanting, and I'm gonna do what I love, which is dancing. So I took it, I went for it, you know. So as we were working on the project, you know, weeks and weeks on end, I made sure that I created the duo where me and Melissa were gonna, you know, we're gonna stay in each other's eyes with dance moves and stuff. But anyway, so I was working on that, and we had a great time together. You know, we got acquainted. I got to know her better, found out more about her parents' background more in detail. You know, and then one Friday, I decided, you know, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Well, let me tell you, that didn't go as planned. Anyway, so as we were waiting one Friday night after the youth service, we were waiting for mother. So I decided, you know, let me stand with her and I'm gonna shoot my shot. So as I confessed my love for Melissa, telling how I feel, all my feelings, I went deep, guys. Like I seriously went deep, just to find out that she was already seeing someone and she was already in a committed relationship. Yeah, that really disappointed me, broke my heart, you know. I felt it. So as the weeks progressed, once again, you know, we had to go to practice. You know, when we caught up for practice, you know, we would disagree over the smallest things. You know, our exchanges became awkward, and then eventually, I just thought, you know what, let me just break away from this project. I decided to leave it, just to find out later, deja vu. She was feeling deja vu, just to find out that she was feeling deja vu, and she felt exactly the same way.
And that's how I met Vino from primary school, yeah. Yo.
Yeah, she felt the same way. We ended up together, and that's the story of how I fell in love with a girl called Melissa.